listeners. Welcome to Health Talk Radio Africa. Listeners, East Africans have watched with utter shock as billionaires and multinational companies from developed nations come into the East African coast to uproot giant, mature baobab trees. The aim is to replant them in their own countries. These multinational companies are uprooting trees in the midst of the current climate change crisis. Even worse, the uprooting of trees is happening during a drought that has lasted for several years. This is a time when humans are supposed to be planting trees, not uprooting them. The deeper question to ask is why? Why are these multinational companies and billionaires crossing the oceans, traveling all the way down into Eastern Africa to uproot mature giant baobab trees? What is so valuable inside the baobab trees for them to be uprooted whole, to be transported and replanted outside Africa? Listeners, in this episode of Health Talk Radio Africa, we discover why the baobab tree is the most valuable plant to the Africans. We have been sitting on gold for centuries, and those multinational companies have discovered it, and now they want to mine it. This episode is brought to you by Anumi Breast Prosthetics, which restores confidence in women who have lost a breast to cancer or trauma. I am your host, Dr. Mary Mukambi, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. Listeners, you have seen and know the iconic baobab tree. After all, it is found across the African continent, from south of the Sahara Desert to the upper northern part of southern Africa. It is found mainly in arid areas of the continent. The baobab is known by many names such as African green jewel, African upside down tree, and also the tree of life. The baobab is known as the tree of life because during the rainy season, it collects and retains water in its massive stem. As the baobab continues to grow, its stems fuse, creating a massive stem. During the long dry season, while the entire surrounding environment is dry, the baobab provides water from the stem and fruits, which sustain entire communities of animals and also humans. The baobab trees can live for many years. Scientists use carbon analysis to see the age of the ancient baobab trees. One tree in the country of Zimbabwe was found to be 2,450 years old, while another one in Malawi was 2,000 years old. Listeners, those trees were planted during the biblical times, during the Roman Empire times. Totally unbelievable. Even more surprising is that the baobab can grow in a wide variety of climates, ranging from the average of 25 degrees centigrade weather of the African continent to a sizzling 45 degrees centigrade hot climate. They can even withstand freezing temperatures of the northern hemisphere. The baobab is even fireproof, meaning it can withstand wildfires that happen in the northern hemisphere countries. Those multinational companies uprooting baobab trees have discovered what the Africans have always known, that every part of the baobab tree is valuable and completely useful. If used well and sustainably, the baobab has immense commercial, medicinal, and nutritional value. Enough value to transform entire communities. All parts of the baobab are used, from the roots, the bark, leaves, seeds, flower petals, and fruit. Different parts of the baobab are used to make soft beverages, sandwich spreads, candies, chocolate, shampoo, food spray, medicines, and nutritional supplements. Other products include rope, fodder for livestock, cosmetics, just to name a few. There are more than 500 documented uses of the baobab tree, especially in Western Africa, in countries such as Senegal, Nigeria, Mali, and further down in Southern Africa, Malawi. There are numerous medicinal benefits of the baobab. In traditional African medicine, the baobab leaves and leaf extract are used to treat fever, insect bites, giddy worm wounds, and diarrhea. The seed oil is used to treat and soothe sore gums, gums from damaged teeth. The bark is used as a replacement for quinine for malaria and reduce swelling. Other parts of the baobab are used to treat fever, diarrhea, reduce inflammation, as painkillers, and they even stimulate milk production in breastfeeding women. Listeners, our focus here at Health Talk Radio Africa is on the nutritional benefits of the baobab. Listeners, as Africans, we have used many parts of the baobab in our different regional cuisine. The leaves, flower petals, fruit, seeds, and pods are incorporated into different foods depending on the region of Africa you are in. The Nigerians in West Africa use the leaves to make a special soup called miyan kuka soup. In Malawi, the leaves are cooked with green vegetables such as spinach. Go to any open-air market in Western Africa and even Southern Africa, chances are you will find products of the baobab being sold, from the dried leaves, fresh leaves, baobab fruit, and baobab powder. However, only in the last 20 years has scientific research revealed that the baobab is a super plant with great nutritional benefits to the human body. If there ever was a way to increase the nutrients in the food on your plate easily, in a pocket-friendly manner, and sustainably is by using the baobab. The baobab leaves, seeds, flowers, and fruit are extremely nutrient dense. They are high in vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, zinc, iron, and fiber. The baobab is also a rich source of amino acids and carbohydrate for energy. The leaves are rich in antioxidants such as flavonoids, quercetin, and camphorol. Antioxidants are nutrients that clear out free radicals that are produced by body cells. These free radicals damage body cells, and these antioxidants keep the cells free from damage. By clearing out these free radicals, they help the body in many ways, such as reducing inflammation and other ailments. The baobab leaves are also rich in fiber, which helps improve and maintain the digestive tract, prevent and treat constipation. The baobab seeds are high in fatty acids and amino acids. Listeners, it is in the baobab fruit where the high value of the baobab lies. The baobab fruit is now known to be the world's most nutrient-dense fruit. It is called the superfruit. No food comes close to the baobab fruit. The fruit is a high source of vitamin C, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. The fruit contains 3 to 4 times the vitamin C than that of an average orange, and 3 times the potassium than found in a banana. Listeners, you are wondering, why is the baobab the most nutrient-dense fruit in the world? The reason is, while up the tree, when the baobab fruit ripens and dries, it does not fall off the tree. It stays attached to the branch for more than 6 months, where it is naturally baked by the hot sunshine. When finally harvested, the outer shell of the fruit is hard. Inside this hard shell, the fruit pulp has dried into a powder. The seeds are removed and the powder is sieved and used. Authentic baobab powder does not need any preservative, dry spraying, or freeze drying. Since baobab powder has less than 10% water, the vitamins and minerals are concentrated much more than juicy fruits such as oranges or grapefruit. It is this natural drying and baking over several months on the tree that makes the baobab fruit powder have the greatest concentration of antioxidants than any fruit. This baobab powder is 100% fruit and has a shelf life of 3 months. Even after several months of storage, the nutrients in the baobab powder do not reduce. Due to the high level of vitamin C, minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium in the baobab fruit powder It can be used to instantly increase the vitamins and minerals of any food it is added to. So how does one use baobab? Listeners, as Africans, we have eaten baobab products for hundreds of years. Depending on which region of Africa you live in, and also if you are in urban or rural area, there is a local food that is near you that uses baobab as an ingredient. The dry seeds covered with fruit pulp can be cooked with sugar and used as a snack. On the East African coast, these seeds are known as mabuyu seeds. The seeds are a popular snack with children, herders, and pregnant women. They are nicknamed the poor man's food. But listeners, there is nothing poor nutritionally about baobab seeds. The seeds can also be ground into a powder and be used as a thickener or a flavoring agent in soups, sauces, or gravies. The leaves can be used dried or fresh. Fresh leaves can be cooked like any green leafy vegetable such as spinach or kales. They can also be added to make a mixed vegetable dish. Dried leaves can be ground into a powder and be added to gravies, sauces, salads, and smoothies. The baobab fruit powder is the most nutrient dense and also the most versatile of the baobab tree. The fruit powder can be mixed with water, juices, and teas. They can also be added to yogurt, milk, and even smoothies. The fruit powder can also be used as an ingredient in a marinade for meats and vegetables. The powder makes unique homemade salad dressings when used with liquid oil, balsamic vinegar, fresh herbs, mustard, pinch of salt, and ground pepper. The powder can be added to cold and hot cereals. If adding to a hot cereal or a porridge, it is best to add the powder at the end of the cooking process when the porridge is completely cooked. This ensures that none of the valuable vitamins are lost during cooking. Also, when cooking soups, sauces, and gravies, the baobab powder should be added at the very end to preserve the vitamins and the minerals. Listeners, you can see just how easy it is to increase the vitamins, minerals, and amino acids in your food every day. Using baobab to increase vitamins and minerals and amino acids is a sustainable and pocket-friendly way. But please remember, no one food is meant to replace a healthy diet. The same goes for baobab. Consume baobab as part of a healthy diet. Oh wow, listeners, how quickly time flies. We have come to the end of this short episode here at Health Talk Radio Africa. I would like to acknowledge those scientists whose work provided information for this podcast. Doctors Barbara Stadelmeier of the University of Natural Resources and Life Sciences, Dr. John Adukunle Adesina of Nanjing Forestry University, China, Sarah Monteiro of Portugal, Harshit Rona Shri Ram College of Pharmacy, India. Listeners, I always welcome your comments. Just drop me an email at healthtalkradioafrica@gmail.com. I thank you, listeners, the great messages, the feedback you give me. I especially love those encounters out there in the community with you. This episode was sponsored by Anumi Breast Prosthetics. Anumi restores confidence in women who have undergone breast removal due to cancer or trauma. I am your host, Dr. Mary Mugambi, a dietitian, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya. Until next time, listeners, remember to eat healthy so you can live healthy. Bye. Bye for now.